So, hi everyone. I'm really glad to see you again about our webinars. And today's topic is health during summer season. So, this will be the last webinar before summer. And I think we don't have to wait for the others. So, let's dive in and let's see what will happen. So, mhm. So during the summer, the fire element season uh, is already going since May till mid of July. And then the earth element season will come as well. So I think it's very important to introduce both of them because they're very critical during the summer season, and many problems and health complications occurring during these months, since we are under the pressure because we expect to go for vacation, or the summer is hot and weather is crazy. There are so many things they can happen to us, and we won't be in touch during the summer. So I wanted to tell you something more what can happen during the season. So the fire element season is right now. Maybe you can feel it. It's about heart and about cardiovascular system. And what's very important, that this year is the year of the fire horse. So we already have a lot of fire since the start of the year. And now is the fire season. So I already could saw so many heart strokes, so many cardiovascular diseases. And so it's time to take care of our heart, of our emotions as well, because it's the summer season, it will be very hot, and it will be too much of fire. I know it's very, very difficult to avoid the stress. However, we really should be careful about the stress situation, and don't push ourselves to have to do so many things, and to try to be as much as productive. So it's not needed. The summer is about the work, of course. However, that work should be constant, and I know the days are longer. We want to do so many things. However, we need to take break as well. There is another paradox of the vacation, because we have so much stress before the vacation. Then we finally go to the vacation. We should be taking off. We should be laying on the beach or doing another things we love. However, if the vacation is just for 1 week, the body doesn't have time to recover. And the study says that you need at least 2 weeks, because 1 week the body is trying to stabilize, trying to break. And then after 1 week, it finally takes the break, and it's really relieving the stress. You calm down, you centralize yourself, your mind is finally without all the working stuff, because the first week your mind will still keep the working stuff inside. So you will still work about your business or your work. Doesn't matter what you will think about. However, I'm sure that this first week is really crucial. So if you go for 1 week, it's like you didn't have vacation. And there is another factor that after you come back from vacation, you are under huge pressure because you have so many emails, you have a lot of things to do. Your colleagues are also on the vacation, so you need to work for two. So these all things are very stressful. So I don't know, and I don't want to tell you how to do it. I just want you to be aware that this too much of stress is maybe not needed, and we should try to eliminate it as much as possible. Because since you are stressful before and you are stressful after vacation, you will be for sure full of stress even during your vacation. So this keeping in mind that you need longer vacation and you need to avoid the stress. So if we are under the pressure, our immunity is very low. That happens usually if you have vacation and your body is starting to relieving the stress and so on. However, it can meet some pathogens, I don't know, in a swimming pool or anywhere else, and you can get sick. So it's always good to be ready. And what else I wanted to warn you about is barbecue and late night eating. And since the barbecue is really like during the night almost, it's very heavy and it's full of fire. So if you add the fire into another fire, it really doesn't work very well for your body. So it's heavy, it's too hot, and since you are eating late in the late evening hours, then the gallbladder and the livers are starting at night, and your digestion is not able to digest all the food, all the stuff you ate. Plus, it's usually fried or grilled. Um, so it's very heavy. It's full of fire. So be aware of that. Because it's one of the point why so many people are suffering during the vacation, because they think that they are free, they can do everything they want, and it doesn't work very well. Since if you're young, you can do it, but usually over 40, the digestion starts to slow. The recovery is not so fast from everything. So we need to keep it in mind that you really, really have to eat healthier or lighter. And if you really want to grill something, then please don't do it very heavy, like the beef. I think the fish is okay. However, many of the things they usually are on barbecue menu are very heavy. So during the fire element season, we should be very careful about our cardiovascular system, our emotions, our heart, and also our stomach. What you can take during the summer season and during the fire season, these are 100% grade extracts, which is Corolan, Mycocard, and Ruticerid. So you will support your cardiovascular system. It can prevent you from the heart stroke. Also, Corolan is balancing blood pressure. I mean, both of them. But since you already are suffering with the high blood pressure, it's always better to go at first to the doctor, so to be monitored. Corolan will help you oxygenate the heart and brain. So this is also good during the hot days, and brings you the mental balance, relaxation, and helps to have the good emotions. Also works as a blood cleaning product. So this is the protection from the hemorrhoids, bleed varicose veins, heavy legs. These all things are good if you fly to your vacation. So it's all the things you can take, and you could already start from May with a Corolan. So, but it's never late. So you can start even now, and you will be ready. Also, Corolan sometimes harmonizes the hormonal system, helps you with the cholesterol level. There is a very good combination with the lipidol. And I want to mention one thing with the lipidol. If you take the lipidol, don't go for the blood test at least 6 months after you took the lipidol first. So you should take it constantly. However, the blood test, I think, is good to go for like after 5 or 6 months of taking lipidol, because lipidol works as he takes out the cholesterol from the walls of the veins. So if you go after 1 or 2 months of taking lipidol, your blood test will be horribly, because there will be a lot of cholesterol in your blood. However, this cholesterol won't be on the walls of the veins. So the body will eliminate later on the cholesterol. However, you need to a little bit wait. So Corolan will give you the good sleep. And the good sleep is also good during your vacation days, because sometimes if you change the bed, you change the location, some people can't fall asleep. So Corolan can give you the kind of relaxation, and can let you fall asleep. And yes, Corolan supports the formation of blood cells, of course. So Mycocard can be combined with Corolan, or if you are taking if you're taking pills, like the psychological pills, then you should take Mycocard instead of Corolan. And Ruticerid is great whenever you need to support your veins during the flight or before. So you just cream and massage a little bit your legs. The direction should be always from the toes, and the direction should be to the heart. So you just took it from the toes up to the knee, and it depends on you. And Corolan will bring you oxygen and fire to your legs, so they won't be stuck during the flight. Of course, it's always good to do some exercises during the long flights. However, Ruticelit can be very amazing help during these journeys. And of course, if you have varices, then absolutely 100% great product. Of course, there are so many people, they are suffering with the edema during this season. So we can help ourselves with Corolan, or you can also help yourself with the Renol, because Renol as a water element will cool down the fire, which is very important. And sometimes the heart problems are caused by too much fire and almost no water in the pentagram. That's why if we add water, the body can harmonize. Oh, yes. I think I missed somewhere one slide. So I just wanted to tell you that there are some good combinations with the Corolan, and they are very great prevention from the cardiovascular diseases. So the best is Corolan with the Vitamarin and Celitin. So these will prevent your brain issues, your heart issues, and your cardiovascular issues. Vitamarin is always great for such things because it's anti-inflammatory. It supports the good level of the cholesterol, and also supports the brain and all cardiovascular system. There is a combination with the Corolan and Fytomineral, which always you can do. And also you can combine Renol with the Vitamarin and with Celitin. So, and since we won't see each other during the summer also starts the earth element season. And this earth element season is actually, we didn't have so much time to introduce this season. So let me start it very shortly. So the direction is middle. So originally, the earth element was in the middle of the pentagram. However, since we wanted dynamics into the pentagram, we put it between the fire and metal. Of course, there are also mid-seasons of the earth element between each elements. So there is mid-season between the metal and water, between water and wood, between wood and fire. So always these seasons are helping us to centralize, to stabilize, to come to ourselves, and we can actually enjoy them, and we can use them for stabilization also during our recovery processes. So the season is late summer, which is from mid-July till the end of August. And yin organ is the spleen and pancreas. Traditional Chinese medicine is having the spleen as one organ with the pancreas. From the Western medicine, we know that these are two organs. Also, the lips are belonging to the earth element, And since you see sometimes people are always having dry lips, there's also the dryness inside the body, and there is too much of earth, or there is very low energy of earth. So these people, they are always using the some lipsticks. They need to stabilize the earth element season, the earth element. And chest, also muscles. Muscles are very important, because if you can see the people, they are losing muscles, or they don't have power in their muscles, that's also the thing which leads you to the earth element. And young organ is stomach, which is very important, because stomach is about the digestion, and to have ability to digest not only food but also the emotions. So that's why the mid-season is very important, and that's why the earth element is always in the middle of between the seasons, because it's very good to stabilize and to realize what we can digest or not. So the sensory organ is mouth, and the body part is chest. Taste is sweet and drool. So this is not the sweetness which is like oversweet. It's the sweetness of the grain, or carrot. This is the right sweetness which is represented by earth element. Emotions is melancholy, contemplation. Virtue is represented by passion, fun, and charisma. And climate is humid. As you can imagine, the late summer is usually having the cold mornings. It has very humid mornings, and it's usually starting to rain. So this climate is really the right climate for the earth element. Color is yellow, and all the colors of earth. So the sand, the soil, so all of them are the colors of earth. So if you need to support your digestion, you can use the brown, yellow, or beige color, and you will support it. Energy is grounding. As you can see, even the sign for the earth element is really round, and also energy is integrative and reflective. The earth is about the transformation, transportation, ability to digest, distribute, and utilize nutrients from food, and even life experiences. That's what I already said before. So you can see the earth element is pretty much complicated. However, it's always good that we have it even during the year, not only once in the year. So the spleen and pancreas, let's say, are really important for nourishing. So they extract the pure qi from food and fluids, and they're raising it to the lungs and heart, and also support the production of qi and blood. The stomach is representing the cooking. So it's the traditional Chinese medicine believes that it is a root of postnatal qi, and also good stomach quality can ensure the smooth digestion. So As you can see, it's very important to have good stomach. And let's see some earth element disbalances. So we can have too much dampness. Of course, the dampness is very important. If we don't have it, it's also not good. As always, everything should be in balance. So if we have too much dampness, we can fall into the lethargy. Some people are having this brain fog, which is, I think, the term which is known very well after the COVID. However, the earth element disbalance can be also cause of this brain fog. Also brings the slow digestion, because of the dampness, you can't digest very easily, very fast. And also you can have sometimes feeling of the heaviness of the body and mind. These people, they are having too much dampness, are really slow. Their thinking is slow. Sometimes even they speak very slowly. And they are not able to think very quickly. And the ideas are not coming because they are lost in the dampness. And also the dampness can bring the damp skin condition. So these things also, it's the dampness, like over dampness, is never good because it slows down everything in the body. So the lymphatic system, also large intestine, so everything suffers of too much dampness. If we have another problem, so there is the deficiency of energy. So it can bring you the fatigue, digestion issues as well. However, in such a thing, if it's dry, there are another digestion issues. So there can be inflammation. It can be caused also from the too much dampness. However, this is too deep problem, and we can, since we have our products, we don't have to really solve the whether there is enough of yang or low yin energy. We can stabilize it and harmonize it by one product or by some combinations. So energy deficiency can also brings you the poor concentration, losing stools, and weak limbs, and also like overthinking. That can be also brought by the too much dampness. So you think in the circles, you can't move on. And what we can do for our digestion during the summer, so we should eat warm and cooked meals at the regular times. This is really something which is always on vacation almost impossible. However, if you already had some issues with your digestion, you should keep it in mind. And even if you have all-inclusive vacation, you need to think about it, and you can always choose something which is healthier than something fried. Also, during the hot days, we should avoid excessive cold. So it's always very bad if you have the iced tea and the glass is full of the ice. So this is really too much cold. and also raw or greasy and fried food, as I already said about the fried food. So this is actually, it works also for the fire season, but for the element of earth as well. And for the earth element, we have Gynex, which will bring you into the center, which will help you to harmonize yourself and not only the body, however, most importantly, also the mind. Works with the psychological and hormonal level, thanks to the phytohormones. It helps to stabilize thyroid gland activity, also supports the immunity system, as all of the pentagram extracts helps you to detoxicate the body, protects the nerve cell fibers, and harmonizes the activity of glands with internal secretion by acting on the pituitary gland, and the gland controls the activity of all others, and also helps with the premenstrual syndrome. So it can help you with this, and of course it helps to the digestion. What's very important, if you want to take it as a hormonal cycle and menstrual cycle product, you should always take it after your cycle, not during or before, just after. And we have Mycopan. So Mycopan was actually created for support of the organs. So as we already know that the extracts like Gynex, Coroland, and so on are working not only on the body, however, also on our mental and emotional side. The Mycopan doesn't work that much with the emotions. It works directly to the organs. So it complements the chi, helps with the mucus, which is very important. So this over humidity can be harmonized by Mycopan much better than only with the Gynex. Also helps to lower the sugar levels, helps with the cholesterol, as all the Myco energy products. Works with the blood pressure, and also helps with the hormonal cancers, also detoxifies the body, helps with the immunity, and has also anti-allergic and is anti-allergic and helps with the metastasis in the body. So it's anti-cancer, works with the gastritis, ulcers, colitis, Crohn diseases, sugar, and also harmonizes the blood pressure. This is something, why is it like that? If there is too much energy on the mother, which is fire, then the earth can lower the energy of the fire. So if you don't have water, and you want to lower or calm down the fire, you use the soil, right? So that's actually the principle how we work with these things as well. Also, it's very good that it's calming down like Gynex, and also works with the convulsions, which is very good. And we have Cytovital. Cytovital is always good for all year around. However, if you want to nourish the skin, then Cytovital is perfect for this. Also works with the hormonal balance, so you can use it on different places on your body whenever you need, and you can use it on the special places. Works very well with the wound healing and brings the detoxification. It's also good if you don't have anything else. It's good product after sun. So you can use Artrin or you can use Cytovital. Both of them can be used very easily. And for good nutrition, we have Gaia Essence. Gaia Essence is perfect food for cold mornings during the late summer, and it brings you like the natural, harmonizing, and biorhythmical meal, and it's really like full of vitamins. It's 100%. It's like nutritionally complex food, so you will get everything at once, and you don't have to spend the time to cook it or to prepare it. You just mix it with hot water or hot milk or hot or something warm. You can mix it even into the smoothie. It depends on you how you will prepare your Gaia. But Gaia was really created for the patients. They are suffering of the spleen cancer, and they were not able to digest anything, and everything was painful for them from the food. And Gaia was really created for them, and as a relief that they can eat something which is tasty and which will help them to gain the energy. So that's why Gaia is perfect for earth element and during the late summer. Oh yes, here are the best combinations. Yes, Cytosan and Draximun with the Corolan, they are also great. Of course, if you have the hormonal system problems or digestion problems, you can also make the Gynex with the Cytosan and Draximun combination, especially for those who are having the inflammation or chronic stomach inflammation. This is great combination. Yes, Corolan with tamarin certin, I already said. Corolan plus Spiron helps to calm down, supports the focus, and works with anxiety and depression. The same works with the Gynex and Spiron. Spiron is always great. Also, if you need to cool down the fire, I already said you can use the Renol instead of Corolan. And for all the digestion problems, you can use many other products, as we already said. And I think we will move on from the earth and fire season. And I just want you to tell something about the products you can always take during the summer, or you can bring them with you to your vacation. So Cytosan is universal. It's the product which will support your skin, which will support your digestion, which will help you to take all the toxins out from your body. So even if you eat something bad, or you will have some digestion problems or inflammation anywhere in the body, and you will have just only the Cytosan, you can help yourself even with this. The great thing is that you can open the capsules, so whenever you have the inflammation on your skin or you injure yourself, So you can do your homemade balneotherapy. So you open the capsule, you mix it with a small amount of water, and you will do uh, the balm, or you will do, just the small cream out of that and put it on the area and leave it there for 20 minutes, then wash it down. And in case of injury, then you can use Artrin after that. So this is universal use of Cytosan, and Cytosan can help you anywhere. If you intoxicate yourself and you really need very fast effect, then you open two capsules at least, and you mix them with the water. It's usually very good warm water, not hot water, and drink it. Then you will have very fast effect from the Cytosan, and it really works very well. So Cytosan will help you also after sun or with the sun allergies. If you have the sun allergy on the skin, I didn't put Cytosan on that. I just ate it in case of this. So whenever you need detoxification, regeneration, or rejuvenation, you can use Cytosan. Even if you know that you will eat something which won't fit you, or which won't be accurate for you, then you can eat Cytosan before. So it will work with the toxins, and it will take them out. So there are another friends you can always take during the summer, and you can bring them with you. So Fytomineral. Whenever you are sweating, you are losing the minerals. And Fytomineral is like small, great body of you, because always there is no chance to get the mineral water or some minerals. And since the Fytomineral are colloid and pure natural minerals, they will support your body directly and immediately. So there is like 99% of absorption of the minerals from the Fytomineral, which is amazing. And during the summer, it's great product because you will support your body, you can support your pets, and you can support your plants as well. But I think Fytomineral is very important during the summer. And since we know that the hot days are very demanding for our body, and for the mineral consumption, then Fytomineral is amazing for this. Vitamin, as I already said, supports the cardiovascular system, and also supports the heart health. So it's always good to take it. And even if you are on the vacation by the sea and you eat a lot of fishes, you don't have to stop to take the vitamin. And Probiosan, this is 100% sure. Probiotics are always good friends with us during the summer, because they, of course, you can do Probiosan or Probiosan Imun. It depends on you. And both of them are supporting the large intestine and cooling down the inflammations, or cooling down and supporting the immunity, which is very very important during the summer. And we have also allergies and fever and injury. Everything can occur during your vacation. However, if the fever comes, you can always use Draximun and skeleton. Draximun works as a natural antibiotics. It's cooling down all the hot places in the body. So everything which is bacterial or viral, and it's inflammatory, you can use Draximun. Draximun is always good to support the immunity, but I always think it's better to take Draximun not as a prevention, however, since something happens. And is great, not only as a prevention, but always when you need to neutralize the acidity. And acidity which comes from the inflammation, which comes from the fever, or which comes from the allergic reaction. Actually, during the allergic reactions, you always take at least 10 capsules. And for the allergies, you can use also peralgin. So if you know you are allergic, at least have some skeleton with you. We have also creams. So as I already said, Artrin is great for the injuries. When you break something, you don't have to break it, but even for the muscles, it's very good. So whenever something happens to you, Artrin will be good friend for you. And I always have the small tube with me whenever I go somewhere, especially for the trips. Ruticerid is sometimes good if something is too hot and you can't cool it down with Artrin. So as the firemen are doing they send the fire into the fire, so there won't be anything to be burned. So that's how you can work with the Ruticerid as well. And Cytovital is always nourishing ground, which is detoxifying and helping to stabilize and centralize. And we have also Audiron. Audiron is great help whenever you go for some traveling, and I will tell you maybe later. And after injury, it's great to have King Kong. Or if you need to support your muscles, so you go to hike, or you will need good muscles and enough of energy, then you can take King Kong. And if you are taking long flight and you need to adapt to the new environment, or you need to adapt for the, I don't know, extreme weather or extreme conditions, it's always good to take before Stimaral. And especially for those locations like Egypt, Turkey, you always take with you Probiosan and Draximun, because they are absolutely for the digestion and as well as a Stimaral. And if you really need to travel very lightly, so you don't have enough space in your small luggage or in your small bag, then at least take Draximun as a natural antibiotic. So you can always put it into the wound. So you will close the wound and you disinfect it. Audiron. Audiron is amazing antibacterial, antivirotic, antifungal product which works on everything you put on. And also you can gargle it, and you can also mix it with water, and in case of need you can create out of that the nose drops. So whenever, also for the ears, especially during the summer and swimming pools. So whenever you need to disinfect or protect something, which is very, very great. And Cytosan, I already said, whenever you intoxicate yourself or something happens, some injury, or you need to calm something down with the ground. And Artrin. Artrin as everything which is painful. So if you have pain from the muscles, if you have pain from your spines, or if you have another pain, you can always use Artrin as a cooling down the inflammation, and also it has a painkiller inside, natural one. So it's always good. And if you go for the vacation, sun and beach, and you can have the enough big luggage, so, and you take your children. For skin, you can take Solara, of course, because it has the SPF 30, so you can sunbath yourself without worrying. Also, you can use the Citovital, Dermaton oil as also the prevention. It's also good that the Dermaton oil is also having the anti-mosquito effect. So if you know that you go to the Italy, and there are so many beaches, they are close to the river, so they're full of mosquitoes, these places. So Dermaton oil is very good choice. Dermaton gel, and also Solara balm. Solara balm is also good, like the fully hydration care of your skin during the summer. So if you don't want to take your creams with you, you just take the balm, and you will be satisfied as well as your skin. For allergies, I already said skeleton and peralgin. If you want to have something for the digestion, you take Cytosan, Stimaral, Regalen, and Probiosan or Probiosan Innovum. Regalen is also good if you digest something, or if you can't digest something and you don't have Stimaral or Cytosan, at least you should take Regalen. And for the bacteria or viruses, we have Grapofit, Auderon, and Draximun. Always you can have the Spiron. If you fly and you can't take the spray, then you can use the Spiron Air. And for the mosquitoes, you can have Tick Attack. If you can't, because you fly, I'm using Tick Wet, and also Dermaton gel, Dermaton oil. And you can also have the support as a Fytomineral, Vitamarine, and Flavocell. Flavocell is always good because of the high dosages of the vitamin C. So this is also a very good product. And if you travel with your pets, you can take Probiovet with them, Etovet. Etovet will help you with the adaptation of the new conditions for your, and calm it down, and also the pet's digestion, which is very important sometimes to calm down. Immunovet, if anything happens, any inflammation occurs or anything. Audivet, as I already said, to the ears, or for something you need to disinfect, or it's antibacterial, antivirotic. Citovet, in case they eat something very bad. And tickvet as a prevention from the ticks and from another insects we don't want. So I think that we are done for this health during the summer. So if you have any questions, you can ask now. If you don't have the questions, I'm really thankful for your attention and wish to all of you happy holidays. I hope you will have nice vacation. You will take energy products and you will help yourselves or your friends if anything. But I wish that nothing will happen and you will just enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward to see you for the next webinars in autumn. So have a nice rest of the weekend and hope that you will have really nice summer. So bye bye.